Welcome to East Lansing, Michigan, Spartan Stadium and home of the Michigan State Spartans. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan State Spartans. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks offense will get the first swing of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. All kinds of running room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
What a great sign for this offense, too. This offensive line just seems like they're ready to go. Chomping at the bit, they're lathered up, getting pushed, owning the line of scrimmage. When you can run the football well early in games, that bodes great here on the field side.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Encroachment defense. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Plows through the defense. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Childs. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big... Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Fires to the middle. What a snag by the defense. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing it as zone defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll give it to the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Takes one-man miss. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The short hands, it's Carter. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple of years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face, and they're going to play physical.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Coming after it. He's got the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Big tight end tries to make a catch. You can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there, you don't got to force the issue. You're a good enough athlete to go take off and get it yourself with your legs. Beautiful job.
Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And now on 2nd down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Daniels. Gets it out quickly.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone, understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something. And you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Child. He's right on target. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Spartans! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 4 over Arkansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Caught on the outside, it's Wilson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? Kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Pocket starts to collapse. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, just keeps firing. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Neal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Kept it, and he's past the marker. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. We'll see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Doug.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Defense.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Off play action. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Makes one man miss. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Child. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Got his man downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Spartans are in the hurry up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads it left. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Quarterback floating away from pressure.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
Finds the tight end. The Spartans get enough for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Child. Looking to scramble. He'll throw one to his right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. One final play before the end of the quarter. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. This offense just wearing this defense down. 11th play of the drive coming. Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football. Do something.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Neal. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. And commit to the run like this. Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 3rd down after the run. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Get it out on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Casey. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. First down here for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Belling. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Arnold. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. Here's the handoff. Bulls his way forward. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, that's just bad.
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort this week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been a